You look at a news bulletin of an hour, 45 minutes would go to ZANU-PF, 45 seconds would go to the MDC. That is unacceptable in an election where you have selected invitation observers. Mugabe inviting his friends like he's inviting people to a tea party. Mugabe is not powerful. If you are talking about a clenched fist of fury, fine. That is violence. But we are talking about the people of power. It is with the MDC.
Who they're going to be voting for, but I'm standing with the man right now who will tell me that he wants you to vote for who?
Morgan Tsvangirai, of course.
We're talking to Mr. Nelson Chamisa. Is the spokesperson of the Movement for Democratic Change. Why should Zimbabweans go to vote for the MDC on Saturday?
Zimbabweans are tired of a regime that has battered them, that has exposed them to violence, to brutalization, to traumatization. And what they would want is a new beginning. They would want a new Zimbabwe characterized by prosperity, freedom, justice, peace, order, and tranquility. And that is going to come from the MDC because we are promising people, we are committing ourselves to the change they can trust. And that change is what we have committed ourselves, our service in parliament, our service in local government. We have proved that we are capable of delivering to the people of Zimbabwe. ZANU-PF has a legacy of failure. You look around, the roads are complaining, hospitals are complaining, teachers are complaining. The whole country is crying. People are in the diaspora because we have a failure of governance.
How will the MDC bring about that change? And as a foreigner coming into Zimbabwe, those things that are complained about from outside are not necessarily immediately evident. Where does one find those traces?
Like we told you, the issue of the dialogue, which was here in this country, the dialogue was as a result of the deadlock that had been declared on various issues. The issue of the independence of the Electoral Commission, the issue of the new constitution, which is going to give a framework or a dispensation that will give us the ability to define who we want to vote for. There is violence which is very subtle in the rural areas. I know that you are here in Harare, is quite away from the issues that are actually taking place. There is politicization of the food, the whole issue of the voters' roll, which is not accessible to the opposition, the whole issue of the media. You look at a news bulletin of an hour, 45 minutes would go to ZANU-PF, 45 seconds would go to the MDC. That is unacceptable in an election where you have selected invitation observers. Mugabe inviting his friends like he's inviting people to a tea party.
When you talk to people who say they're going to vote ZANU-PF, they tell you it's because ZANU-PF has given them land. What is the MDC position on the land issue?
Land should go to the people. Our bone of contention with ZANU-PF is that land is going to politicians, ministers, and big guys. And we don't want land that would go to a few individuals who are in the elite. We want land to be given to the people. We want a minister to have one farm. We want an ordinary man to have one farm. But the problem with ZANU-PF is that they've grabbed all the land. And now what is happening is that they want to defend the loot. We want equitable distribution of land. Land is a national asset. Land is a national heritage. And it should be given to the people of Zimbabwe by a government. Nobody is going to take land to the whites. Nobody is going to take away land from the people of this country. They will be voted out. And this is all propaganda by people.
Sometimes when you talk to people, they say they're frustrated that 10 years ago MDC said they're going to bring a regime change. And it seems even today, Robert Mugabe is still more powerful than the MDC. Is that the case?
Mugabe is not powerful. If you are talking about a clenched fist of fury, fine. That is violence. But we are talking about the people of power. It is with the MDC. Mugabe has not allowed Zimbabweans to express themselves, and this is why we are arguing. We are in a struggle, which struggle is very long, but it's going to be won.
Nelson Chamisa from the MDC and all the quarters, Dr. Makoni, Morgan Tsvangirai and the ZANU-PF saying they're coming with a victory on Saturday, and SABC Africa will be bringing you all of that to see who turns out victorious.